Hey, YouTube. There's one person lurking in the back. Hey, YouTube. As you come into the chat, please hit the like button. Maybe get a thumbs up so I can know that is someone coming in here just to be nosy, or you coming to interact with my topic today. Thanks for the thumbs up. Okay, I see one person in, and now I see 2 thumbs up. So who's online? Come on, enter in the room. Hello. Let me know that you can hear me. I'm gonna have to start doing introduction song or something, to come on. I know it's been a while since I've been on live stream, so I'll wait for a few minutes until y'all come on in. I know it's been a while since I've been here. Okay, someone keeps coming in and out, so I'll wait for a while and see who comes in. Then I'll resume our discussion. So how y'all been doing today? Basically, I pretty much didn't do much of anything today. Of course, I filed my complaint that I did this morning, or not mid-afternoon. Yeah, I guess you could say afternoon. Watched a few YouTube channels. I am still studying. What is all this? Y'all going to the party and da. What's the matter with Faye? Everybody wants to get on YouTube on that little beef sector that I've been following. I'll catch up to those channels after I finish doing what I'm doing here. Oops. So basically, I wanted to discuss some things about working in this gig economy and working in this gig economy, and how do you really do a budget in regards to paying bills, savings. Most of the time when you work in these gig jobs, most of these positions are 1099. So you do have to factor in taxes, of course, setting aside taxes, and also covering your everyday expenses, and also doing things like paying your basic bills. Now, unlike a regular job where you are getting a weekly salary or a specific amount of money you make, because you're limited to what you make, because when you work for someone, you're told how much you get paid hourly or salaried. You're told how many hours you can work in a given time. So when you work a regular job, that is incoming income that that you do expect to get that income coming in every week, 2 weeks, or bi-weekly. So, hey, Jiz. So then you know that you could budget when you get paid wages and salary. Now, when you work these gig jobs, on the other hand, one of the things is you may not always have, oh, it's going great. I'm still studying for that SQE position that with Sykes. So it's a lot of information. It's part time, but it's not. Um, it's a little good side income. That's what kind of prompted me to discuss this topic about budgeting and working these gig economy jobs. So as I was saying, um, unlike working a W-2 or working for an employer, you could pretty much budget your money, but it shouldn't be too much difference when you work 1099 gigs, whether you're doing Uber or, hey, Fee Art, look at you. You are back. I wonder, I said, now I need to know where David is and who else? And the whole original gang. So, of course, for these last couple of years, I've been working a combination of working for employees and doing gig jobs. And with the wages, how these wages are so low with these employees because a lot of them do not offer health benefits. A lot of these companies, they tightening down on terms of the wages is not catching up with inflation. A lot of it was like a lot of companies at one point they used to pay you know minimum $15 an hour, 16 an hour in Atlanta. For like Delta and um, a lot of major other companies. Now they're outsourcing a lot of these positions to um, outsourcing companies, which are third party companies that handles their customer service positions, like the ones that I've worked. I mean, I worked at least at three IBOs, they call them, Wipro and CGS and what's the other one? Um, Even Sykes is out. It's like these outsourcing companies, so they basically hire people to work for their support system, and it could even be IT support, not just regular customer service. It's like all these jobs are now handled through these third-party companies, and they pay you $12 an hour, $13 an hour. They keep $3 or $4, so that's how they make their money. They get $4 per hour for every person that they bring in there. So they give you $10 to $12. When in fact of the matter is, these companies pay more than that back in the day. But so many of these big companies are outsourcing to the third party companies who are hiring people to work from home. You know, that's supposed to be the positive aspect of, oh, you get to work from home. And but the fact of the matter is that when you work for a company, you're not actually working for AT&T. You're not actually working for Sprint or Verizon or any of these other big name companies. You work for a third party company and you representing those companies, and they only going to give you half of what their salary would be, because I know for a fact that years ago when hey Frank, I know you said no, it wasn't you. Somebody else was talking about the smoke alarm beeping noise. So it's like, so it's like, how do you budget? How do you budget your money? How do you budget when you work for companies or work as 1099 and pay your regular bills? Because about 2 weeks ago, maybe a week and a half ago, it was an article in the AJC that mentioned about the gig economy and how so many people, like it was like 60 something percent of people work multiple jobs, you know, and they said a lot of people are doing hot side hustle jobs. And the next 10 years or maybe less than that, a lot of these jobs are going to be outsourced as 1099, because they don't have to pay benefits, they don't have to pay health insurance. That's the main thing. They have this flexibility to work from home, and people think, oh well, you can save money on your commute, you gotta save money on gas, you can save money, blah blah blah. But in the fact of the matter is, what is it that you're really saving? Yeah, you may not have to drive and worry about commute time and burning up your car, spending money in gas and everything else, but come on, with the way that things are changing, you know, prices of gas is so low, that's what you can see when you start seeing the economy, when the gas prices suddenly plummet. That's the world global economy. Now, part of that is the scare of the COVID virus, But other than that, most people, especially millennials, there's a lot of people, they're not buying cars, they're not interested in buying cars. They jump in Uber and Lyft, and it'd be cheaper than them getting a car and having to pay insurance and everything else. So, you know, with working from home, you really may not need a car. You don't need a car to go and pick up your groceries. You don't need a car to um, go to the store. Everything is online. You go online and shop. You go online, you can place any orders you want, from Macy's to Best Buy to whomever, and you can have everything delivered to your house. Groceries you have delivered, you know, laundry, everything that you could imagine, somebody could deliver it to you for fees of a subscription to Uber or um, Instacart, So what's the convenience? The convenience of, oh, you can stay at home and everything could come to you, working from home, getting everything delivered. So you don't need, so one way you're giving up the expenses of having to have a car, buy insurance, do maintenance. You don't have to spend as much on those items because you could get those things coming to you for no cost of anything. So everything is like time, you're trading time for money. So a lot of these services where people, it was supposed to be for the busy working person who couldn't have, they didn't have time to buy groceries so they could have someone shop for you, you know, do the grocery shopping for you. But that is still something you have to budget. You still have to budget those expenses, you know. So my original topic is, how do you budget your money when you're working a gig job? So let me see. When I finish this video and edit it, I guess you could say I'm gonna try to edit it. I don't know. I'm gonna put down some of the things that I do when I try to make extra money. Are you are you thinking it just would go away? Nope. Gig jobs going away? Nope. I don't think it's going away. If anything, it's going to be a new. Is the workforce is changing. The workforce is changing in that market. It's changing the way people work now. That's for sure. Investing in the stock market. Mm, you know, I had invested in the stock market. I did that. What's that app? What's the two apps you could put? I did stash, not stash. It was the other one. I did put it this way. It was stash, but it's also the other one, Acorn. That's it, Acorn. I did Acorn. No, E Trade. I worked at E Trade years ago. No, not E Trade. It was Acorn. I did that about what 2 years ago. I was setting aside like $50 a month or every 2 weeks or something like that, and I made money when the market was up. I was like, "Ooh, I made a gain." Then at one point, the stock market started going down. Then I lost it. Then I got kind of nervous, but um I knew that you have to buy when the market is low. You just have to weigh it out because history shows, pattern shows that just because you think the market's crashing, you have to invest in the long run. Invest in the long run and you hold on to it, it will grow. Especially if you get one of those, okay, nobody, my phone is listening to me. I'm having it plugged up and it's like, no, somebody is. Look at that. It's going on by itself. Anyway, if you invest in the stock market, you will have to, kind of like um, take this opportunity to purchase when it's low. And then because the market is always going to bounce back up. Right now, this, COVID-19 virus and that's just bringing a lot of industries. The stock market is plummeted because it's affecting China, which is the third largest economy, and a lot of industries are being affected because a lot of people are not spending money and they sitting at home. So anytime something happens with the big three, that's when the market's gonna take a dip. China's the third largest country, so when China, they say China might be going into a recession. So, yep, that's right, Fiat. If you're gonna buy anything, buy it now when it's low. Don't worry about the stock market dropped down to 20,000 points and oh, that's temporary. That's temporary. So you can't really worry about that. Matter of fact, I may resume my Acorn account again and start off kind of low. Start now. And just sit on it, just like my thrift plan, my retirement plan. Trust and believe. It was that 8 years ago when that market started down. I was like, oh my God, I lost $300, $200 in my account. And I said, well, you know what? What can I do? And then when it started going back up, I haven't even I had looked at my statement lately. It jumps back up. It goes right back up because I have diversified um, my retirement plan. I did some low caps. I did some international. I did treasury notes. So I broke mine down. So, and the longer as the years go by, based on the amount that I know that was in my account, you know, because when I have to withdraw that money, say another, maybe 10, 12 years, I'll have close to $1 million, and I have not put any more money in that account. I just, I invested in 10 years, and when I left the government in that thrift plan, I let it, I took some money out a couple, maybe a year ago or 2 years ago, but nothing big and substantial. And it just goes up and down, up and down. And that's what you have to do, you know. So one of the things in terms of budgeting, when you're working in this type of gig jobs with budgeting, one thing is opening up a IRA account. Open up an IRA account. The extra money that you make with these jobs, you want to open up an individual retirement account. Even if you put $100 a month or $50 a month, let's say $50, and you do that for the next 10 years, and you work in these gig jobs, or you just do one of these, little gig jobs that I do with the app. I just save it up. I just accumulate it. I do field agent, and I do these little odd jobs on field agent, and I let about 6 months, 5, 6 months, and I just don't even touch it. I just makes little monies from that, and then at the end of 5 months or 6 months or so, I go and check it, and I say, "Oh, I got $300. It's just sitting there. It's not an investment, but it's just little things that I do." And then when if I needed to purchase something or whatever, it's like kind of that ways of doing these odd little gig things that I was doing. And I just do it, accumulate it, and just keep it there. I also do another app, it pays directly to my PayPal account. I do it as a savings, I just put it aside and do these odd little jobs, and I make some substantial amount. And let me show you. A year ago, February 14th or the 16th, and if you go back on my previous videos, I was doing I was doing this company with Merchandiser. Well, they removed that. Let me see. And when I first did this gig, this dang tablet broke, and then now I can't even. Let me see something here. What it says? Favorite stores became available. Let me see what they're talking about. I was trying to show y'all. Let me see. Y'all really can't see that. That's all that light. But anyway, I'm gonna just tell y'all about it. So I made almost $1,000 with survey.com, and I was doing all these small little assignments here and there, and I didn't cash it out yet, or tell me just direct deposit into my account. I let it build up to a certain amount, and then I just put it straight into my checking, and it kept me busy for a moment, and because as I told y'all yesterday or last night, I'm not doing Domino's anymore. I filed out my EEO complaint, and I'm just waiting for an appointment to go to the office. I may go down there as a walk-in. If I don't tomorrow morning, I'm gonna check the calendar and see if they have any openings. Then I'm just gonna go down there myself. So, because you know a time when it's time to move on to something else, and it was taking way too much of my time with that, and then they hired all these new drivers like a couple of days ago. Ain't nobody gonna stay like that. And you're gonna have, 8, 12 drivers, 8, 9 drivers in one day working, especially on a peak time, and thinking, and then you want to give me 2 hours, 2 days, one day a week. That's what they was intending on doing. And then, but that's a whole new video. I don't even want to talk about that. That was yesterday's rant video about it. So, and besides, it was kind of preventing me or stopping me from really doing the jobs that I needed to do, which, because I know I could make money, if not better, doing that. You can't spend all your hours on one thing and then you're kind of like saying, well, I can't go from making $80, no, let's say $70, $60 to $70 when they didn't have anybody, to all of a sudden I'm walking out only making $40. I could do survey and some of these other things and make that. And there was a whole bunch of other things too. The hostile work environment, the game. It was a mess, but trust me, they're gonna feel the wrath of me for what, how the whole thing transcribed from that whole situation. You're not gonna um you ain't gonna make me look like a fool. And then when I said that I have to cut my hours and not close, then all of a sudden you want to retaliate. Mm-mm. Trust and believe. There's so many different franchises and so many different places that I could do deliveries and pizza. To be honest, Amazon Flex is starting to bug me. Oh, we got some assignments, and I mean, Atlanta has really popping when it comes to doing Amazon. Shoot, and I'm still on their platform too. I am still on their platform, so I'm not worried about it. Trust me, if I want to go ahead and do Amazon deliveries again, all I gotta do is turn on that app and decide if I'm going to do groceries, pickup, or packages deliveries. But I don't really want to do packages because they could take you anywhere. I'd be driving all over the state of Georgia, and I'm not using my Kia to do it. Nope, I'm not doing no Kias. I'm not using my Kia. I just got a brand new engine. Kia replaced the car with the brand new engine, and I already bought brand new brakes and tires. So that car is not to be used to be run down. Trust me. Nope, not gonna do it. I will not do that. But anyways, back to my topic. So with budgeting, I also do these other small little apps where you scan your grocery receipts and you get points. You could get gift cards, um, points on little monies added to your account. And I use, that's the other ways you could always offset small bills. You know, doing these little small apps where they want you to scan your receipt and you get these points. So, because I had just got me an Amazon gift card from one of these survey apps I was doing. It was like they want you to. It was an opinion something, and they was like getting these points, and like it accumulated to almost like 60 something dollars. And I had it for years, and I sat there and looked at it. I said, wait a minute, I got almost 60 something dollars that I could cash out. So I had cashed it out, and I bought a gift card with Amazon. It was like, and and it was and that no, that app was from, let me take that back. Let me back up. One app was You take pictures of help wanted signs. It was through Indeed, and you get these points. And they had decided. They said if you have to cash out on your gift card or something, you had to do because they were changing. Um, people. I guess I had to cash out on the wallet they call it, and I had about $48, and all I had to do was come across a help wanted sign, take a picture, and some of them was like 50 cents, 25 cents, you know, 75 cents. It depends. It was like a big major hiring sign, and it didn't really give you that much, but it was like a small little business on the side. It was like 75 points. Um, so I came across that. So I had cashed out a couple weeks ago, and I bought me a Best Buy gift card, and it was 25. I bought a $25 gift card. No, I'm confusing myself. It was a $25 gift card that came from one thing I was doing online, and then I had got a Best Buy. I got a Best Buy gift card from one thing I was doing, and the second one was a Amazon gift card that I purchased that I got through some points that I accumulated. That's what I did, and I still got money on. I just bought my replacement for my Fitbit. I lost the chart. It was $4.99, but the shipping was $4.99. So I used a $46 gift card, and I used almost $15 of that. And I bought something from Amazon, and it was free. I didn't have to buy nothing, and I still got money on that card to purchase other things. So I'm gonna put all these links in the description box later on, and and y'all check it out. It's legit. It's not something fake or nothing of the sort. Um, I've also was surprised. When I got my AT&T internet service, I went on Rakuten. It used to be another company's name, REKUREN. It used to be Ebates, and I had got an email notification that I had got $46 from them. I said, "Oh my God, I got $46. Where did that come from?" And I was trying to figure it out, but it was like they said if you had I went on that website and you could get anything from that website. Like if you go and order, if you go to Walmart.com or any website, you go through this other site through that portal, they have cash back. 1%, 2% cash back. Sometimes if you order certain things, they may say get $25 back. And I had used the AT when I ordered my service with AT&T. I ended up getting back that amount of money, and it was direct deposited into my PayPal account. So I was like, dang, I'm gonna start using that web service more often when I buy anything. Man, it's fact, dang it, I should have did that when I got my Amazon product. So you could actually make a lot of money, small items here and there through a lot of these apps, especially since online shopping is a big thing. And a lot of companies want, they gearing towards obtaining consumer information, scanning your everyday receipts. Matter of fact, I need to start scanning some receipts that I got through another company that I'm dealing with. So I know I'm talking a lot. You'll probably say, what the hell is she talking about? But budgeting with these gig jobs and everything else, you have to do whatever it is you have to do. You know, it may not always make a lot of money, but you have to offset in terms of companies wanting to earn your business. They want you to shop online. And I say, oh, go to this website because some of those companies make money through affiliate marketing. A lot of it's affiliate marketing. So when I think about what I'm going to do, I always go back and check, you know, some of the sites I go to. So let me show you one. Show you one thing. This thing. Let me see. See, this is what I'm talking about. Every major company, kicks. They call it shop kicks. You know, you get these points. So like if I walked into Kroger, it's 10 kicks. I was like, dang, I walked into Kroger the other day. And you just have this thing on the interface, and it was something like bling. And since I've done this, I had got 3,611 points. So when I claimed those points, and I could buy any type of gift card, gas cards, you know, Walmart gift cards. Oh shoot, I sure did go into Best Buy and bought my computer. I didn't even put this thing on. I know I got some. You know what? Let me see. Let me show y'all. And you just walk into a store and then it'll just bling, and they give you these points. So that was and then another thing about this one, Shop Kicks. That's what it's called, Shop Kick. Let me see if I could put the link, the referral code for this. You sign up for this, I get points, you get points. And then you could cash these in for gift cards. So I'm going to put this link in. This will be a gift for me to y'all. Shop Kick. And let me see. I'm going to send a message to myself, and then I'm going to you can download HTTPS. And if it don't work later on, if you want to go back on this channel, it will also give you the link to. I should have put the link in there when I did. No, I'll put this in the description. I'm still learning. 176,799. Okay, I put some link on there, so I don't know. But that's the download link. But I'll put this in, but you use the code GIFT, GIFT 176,799, or you download that link. But this app is called Shopkick. Shopkick. And then you just put the referral code. And you get free gift cards. You ain't gotta now. Some of this, because let me tell you what I was doing the other time I was in the grocery store. It was like, oh, just scan these products, right? So if I was in a certain product, I seen it, I scan it, and I was just getting all these points, 500, 700 points, just just walking through Walmart or whatever store I was in at the time. It was Walmart, and I had it was an older white woman. She was there too, and she had the same app, and she was telling me, she was like, "Oh yeah, my kids brought me onto this," and she would go to the store, and she was scanning the different products, and she had way more points than I had. She had about what did she had about 30,000 something points or something like that, and so for instance, if I wanted to get something, dang it, I can't. This dang computer, this laptop. See, if I wanted to get these points for this, I think it come up. I think it came up to. It might be like only $25 for the amount of points that I got. I think that's what it was. But I'm trying to let it accumulate, and then at this end of the year, if I wanted to do something, I said, "Oh, let me wait and see how much I could get at the end of the year." And at the end of the year, I may be able to get like a $50 or even $100 gift card. That it goes a long ways. I tell you, don't knock it till you try it. Yeah, they still do a W-2 job. Trust me. If I get a W-2 job and it was paying some great benefits, shoo, I'll go back and doing a W-2. Matter of fact, to be honest, I may be going back to doing a W-2 job because let me see. I know y'all gonna be funny, but hey Frank, thanks for the subscribing. But let me tell you, anyone would go back to a W-2 job easily, easily. But the thing is, all these W-2 jobs and these companies want to go through a third party to outsource the customer service, you know, rather than hiring employees directly. That's the problem. Sprint was saying, "Oh, we hiring." They keep saying they hiring, and then when you get on the website and to apply, you don't hear anything back, or or next thing you know, they're um um this not firing, laying off thousands of employees. Verizon is letting go a lot of people. I worked at Verizon when they first came about. When it was GT Wireless, they merged with three other companies to form Verizon Wireless, and I enjoyed it. I liked it, but it was very stressful with customer service back in the day. When it was 10 cents per text messaging, and you had 5,000 minutes, and they had that old phone. It wasn't like it was today with these rate plans. And you was taking 50 calls, if not more, per day because people were they were like, I went over my minutes. It was a mess, let me tell you. Now Verizon has outsourced some of their customer service jobs. They had a lot of employees telecommute so you could work from home, but a lot of those customer service positions were eliminated because it all went computer automated. And they just, said, okay, they offered early retirement to people, you know. So that people, I know someone now. They worked at Verizon, but this person, he was con artist anyway, talking about he on disability with his fat ass. He always was a con artist and talk about he going into the ministry. And the stuff he was doing, renting out apartments to to random people all the time and skip out, not pay the rent. And ooh, and he got the nerve to come out talking about me. I'm being negative. You negative. You don't be an old woman be negative. You know, just because I ain't kikiing and he ain't my face and being phony. I'm negative. But then, did you call me and check up on me? No. But you want to criticize. But, got the nerve. He worked at Verizon talking you on disability. I'm like, what's wrong with you? How you on disability? Somehow he conjure up something. Oh, he on disability. And whatever. Then his once I think his father passed. He didn't really know his father, but somebody passed and left him a house up there in Powder Springs. It was, paid off house in full. So all you gotta do is pay the taxes. And he I don't know. People be scamming, scamming their ways through stuff. But I ain't not I I had to finally kind of get rid of him. No, not we weren't really friends. He was more one of those fair weather friends. He wasn't no friend. I've known him for years, but he worked at Verizon. But he almost worked there for what? Almost 20 years. I think it was almost 20 years. Let me see. 15, 16, 6. No, he didn't work there no 20 years. 10 years, almost about 15 years. So a lot of people, they be trying to like take an hourly buyout and stuff, and they give them like $10,000 or $20,000, and they think I said that ain't no money. You getting a buyout, and you still got another 15, 20 years of working life. How long you think? How long you think $20,000 is gonna last as a buyout? You can't collect if you don't research. If you get a work for a company and they give you a service package, and the service package is like, oh, we give you $20,000 and one lump sum plus you get to keep your health insurance benefits for a year, not go into COBRA, but you get you pay your life insurance for a year, and you're not even close to retirement age. If you're not close to retiring at 60, say 65 or whatever, um, and say they give you an early buyout, around your 50s or so, then you're not that little service package ain't gonna go a long way. That thing will dry up so quick. And then if you're trying to go back in the workforce, say you want to go in the workforce with age discrimination, they're not gonna, they're not really quick to hire you because of your age. I'm experiencing that right now. I apply for companies and stuff, and I get this. We found someone more suitable. We found it more. You found someone more cheaper to pay them. You know, and I get so frustrated to the point where I'm just like, what is there to do? I mean, people say, "Oh, start your own business," and or whatever. But that may, that's always a possibility. Starting your own business, but everyone don't want to. Starting a business is not like a guarantee. It takes money. It takes um, skills. It takes, especially you working whether you buy a franchise or starting a business, unless you are doing an independent consulting job or whatever, you know, you got to start a business that's based on a need and solves a problem when you start a business. If you now, you can always do seasonal. We're not always do seasonal work, taxes and do taxes on the side, and you do Uber and all these apps. But look what Uber, Lyft, Instacart, and all these other companies done to people. They want to pay you a, an assignment that used to pay, a ride or whatever, or food delivery. They used to pay you $12. Now that same order coming from the same restaurant, going to the same person's house, is now going to pay you 4. These things, companies, they just want to be greedy. They just want to give you this little nickels and dimes. So, what's there to do for someone um working those type of gigs? Like I was saying, I know I went off the point, but during the article that was in the paper in the AJC a couple weeks ago, it mentioned that people were doing multiple gigs, even people with regular W-2 jobs. They had to do multiple things just to make ends meet, especially here in Atlanta. Especially here in Atlanta. So, you know, to make ends meet, it's like, what is there to do? Either you just have to find creative ways of trying to come up with making extra money. You know, when people thought Uber and Lyft was the ways to go to have your flexibility in your time, and you can control your own schedule, and you can work when you want to work. But now you got to work almost 12 hours a day just to make $100. You have to work all day, all long, every day, all day, just to even make $100 with Uber. People just show their app. Oh, I made 300 and something this day. I made 1,200 this week, and that was 3 years ago. That's 2, 3, 4 years ago. People were making that. Now, I know some people who still do Uber, and the reason why they doing Uber was because they work at Amazon all up in Jefferson County, which is an hour away basically, and they working in the middle of the night doing that, but it's only part time. It's not full time. It's not full time, and then they say, well, they try to go out to make some money doing Uber, but then some nights it may not even be busy. Nobody's not taking Uber and doing Lyft like that. And if they are, it's these cheap ass people who don't got no car that want you to take them just, something that is going to be $6. I don't care what anybody say. That's why I don't see no YouTubers, no YouTube channels that I used to watch all the time. People used to pop up. They're doing Uber. You know, shoot. They busted. They show up, exploited that referral code program to death. And look what happened. The referral program just killed the pay that people would make taking Uber. Now, the only thing I could say that this coronavirus might do is that a lot of people will drop off and not do Uber and Lyft, because if this virus thing is spreading to the point where an Uber driver in New York City said was tested positive for the coronavirus in New York state, put a state of emergency up on Sunday. I told y'all that yesterday. That was in the Sunday's CNN.com when I was looking at it online. So they start shutting down major events, especially when the summer comes. I don't know. I always, for some reason, I always thought the flu was a winter type of thing. You catch the flu in the winter, but I don't even know if you could consider this a flu. Ain't no way it's a flu. People think it's a common cold. It was a cold. It's mucus in you. No, it's not. That's not what that coronavirus is. When I looked on this Dr. Berg website, he's a doctor and that teaches at Howard University. He's a white man, by the way, and he's a very good medical that explains about medicine, medical things. And when I was looking at you know, online and saying what exactly is the coronavirus, it's people say it's the flu, but it's not the flu. It's just a some type of infection, contagious infection that attacks your respiratory system. And once it gets into, that's why they say if someone who got the virus, you have to wash their hands, and wearing a mask is not going to protect you from getting it. The only reason why you should wear a mask is if you got it, you got the virus, and you don't want to spread it to other people. You wear the mask to not spread to other people. It doesn't prevent you from getting it if you're wearing a mask. The only thing that's going to prevent that is you washing your hands and stay away from other people in a crowded area that be coughing and sneezing on you and touching surfaces that may be germs, and then you putting it on you rubbing your eye, or you putting your hand over your mouth or your nose. If somebody got the virus, and that virus is on hard surfaces, or you in a closed space like a car, and somebody coughing and sneezing and they got it, you're going to get it. Now, whether you survive on it, it depends on your immune system. It depends if you're able to fight it off. That's the question. So if you don't have a very strong immune system and you catch it, that's it. That's the end of you. They said that a small percentage of people die from it, but if you got more and more people who got it and they catch it, it's a that's why they were saying the CDC hasn't yet classified it as a pandemic yet. It may be a pandemic in certain other countries, but the smaller the country is and the more closed in it is, it's gonna get out of hand. I honestly think that doctor who first told them in China and he was trying to report it, he suddenly got killed. All of a sudden he died. We don't know. He tried to tell it. And before he could really tell people and tell it, he's dead. So it was something that they didn't, and nobody talked about that. Nobody mentioned what had truly happened on that. He didn't just die from no virus. How he gonna die from the virus if he was the one that was telling people that there was some virus being spreaded, and he died? Mm-mm. See, China's a communist country, so the government controls the internet and the news outlet and anything else that comes out of that country. That ain't nothing more than a man-made genocide, um, warfare that spread through diseases. I remember years ago how people were speaking of the genocide, warfare, and said, they don't have to drop bombs. They could invent things in labs and laboratories and spread diseases. Now I'm not biblical. But I sworn somewhere or another that anything that was going to destroy, that was going to not destroy society. I ain't saying that this is the doomsday type of thing, but I just find it very peculiar how how this is played out. How this is played out. This ain't no everyday regular flu, cough, and mucus coming in your lungs. It ain't it. It's not it. That's not what that is. So me catching it, the chances of me getting it is slim to none because I live by myself. I'm not doing no Uber and I'm not driving and all that. I don't. Stay right in your house. And I ain't saying don't go outside, don't do anything. But me being diabetic, I gotta be careful of who hand I shake, who's around me, and look at this. See, hand sanitizer. I got this hand sanitizer been sitting on the desk forever. You know, make my own dang hand sanitizer. Wash your hands with hot water and soap. You know, wash your hands, and if you're sick, stay home. If you're sick and you go outside, wear a mask. I seen a lot of people walking. It's not a lot, but I was at the Kroger the other day. This white man had a mask. He's a bagger, bagging the grocery. He had a mask on. you know, he had a mask, and I seen quite a few people walking. They walk right up the store with a mask on. Mm-mm. Now it's spring coming up too. Spring is next week Thursday. All the pollen, everybody gonna be wearing a mask for that. They ain't gonna find. See, it's gonna be so bad. People gonna be having issues with allergies and pollen, because people already sensitive with pollen, and they was walking around with a mask. Then now, where they gonna find a mask at? They can't go outside. People ain't gonna go outside for two things. One, they be afraid of the virus, and two, they're gonna be afraid of the pollen and having issues. Whew, it's gonna be some mask wearing, cheap ass people who gonna sit at home and want everything delivered and they ain't gonna tip. There'll be so many people with masks. You don't know if they got suffering from allergies and pollen, or they just suffering from a cough of a virus. Everybody's gonna be coughing and sneezing, and people. Can you imagine? Ooh. Next week is spring. Next Thursday, it is the first day of spring, and already some trees are starting to bloom. So all that pollen, people gonna be walking around. You ain't gonna know if they got the damn COVID virus or they got damn allergies from the dang pollen. People ain't gonna know the difference. I think I got it. I think I got the coronavirus virus that they be suffering from the damn pollen. That's what they gonna be doing. Shoot, there could be so many people in the doctor's office. They be swearing up and down they think they got something. That gonna be a mess. I'm glad I'm not that damn sensitive to pollen. Not like that. If I was and sneezing and stuff, I don't. I don't be getting it bad like that. And not be bad like that. So you see people walking around with the mask. Just remember, next week is spring. Every time you someone sneeze, cough of pollen, trust me, that is not the coronavirus. That's just a damn allergies. People already gonna be like, I feel sick. Nope. Just wear some sunglasses so the pollen won't come into your eyes. And I'm gonna see if I can find me some surgical mask or something, because I know when pollen comes, I'm gonna have that because of the pollen, and now I'm gonna start working in my yard again. So But all that other stuff, I don't know. I know I just went on a big tangent about budgeting and the gig economy to the coronas and allergies. I went from that topic so quickly. Hey, what y'all saying? Say something. Don't let me ramble on. If you're in the chat, hit the thumbs up. I know it's 5 of y'all. I got 5 thumbs, so who didn't give me a thumbs up? Y'all better come and say something because I'm trying to catch up to my YouTube beef sector creators and see what the hell they talking about. They crazy butts. Tell me something. Well, I've been on here for an hour and 5 minutes. Come on now, what y'all saying? Y'all just listening to me ramble on. But anywho, so when I go back to this video, I'm gonna edit it. I'm gonna put all the different links that I was talking about, and feel free to join. It's nothing to join. It's not a scam, and you know, like I said, you can make a couple bucks a month. $100 extra. You can get gift cards. You know that you could spend for yourself or buy for other people. In matter of fact, I may do a giveaway. If I get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of spring, I'm going to give away a gift card of your choice. Well, as long as it's on the list. So that's what I'm going to do. I want to grow my YouTube channel so I could be able to do mobile live when I'm in the car with the phone. Because right now I can only do mobile live on my laptop. So when I go live, I'm going to go live when I'm at home and try to oopsie, that's what I'm talking about. You have to rubbing your eyes and putting your hand in your mouth, See, y'all just saw me put my hand sanitizer. All right, y'all. I'm about to go look at some YouTube channels, see what the hell they're talking about, and go to bed. And tomorrow I'm going to finish doing the rest of my lessons for that SQE evaluator for Skypes. It's a lot of things I have to learn, so I'm still not finished yet. And then I have to request next week to take the test so I could pass, and then I could be working from home part-time for 20 hours a week. And then I'm still be hunting, looking for a job. Dollar Tree seems to be hiring, so I went to the Dollar Tree and they were hiring. They're hiring for assistant managers and cashiers, so I'm gonna apply for the assistant manager position. I'm not gonna be no cashier, so I'll apply for the Dollar Tree. Someone says that they pay about $15 an hour for managers, but I'm looking for something that's going to have some benefits. And according to the website, they do offer benefits to the employees, so that was good to know. And I swear, every Dollar General, every Dollar Tree I've gone to, they only had like 1 or 2 people in there. I was like, what's going on? I mean, I know they don't pay big. I know they probably don't pay a whole lot of money, but dang. But anywho, So y'all ain't got nothing to say. I'm going to end the live stream now. I don't want to go too long. And if y'all have any questions or concerns, or if y'all want me to do the tax series again, let me know. I could still talk about that. And any type of pertinent news that comes up, I'll try to do a series about that. I don't know. It just all depends. Right now, my blog is just rambling. But if you love my video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll also see y'all later. So, Fiat, Jen, N28, Romeo, Frank, um, Lynn, whoever else is lurking in the background. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good night.